Parks and Rec's Nick Offerman is the 2025 Oscars announcer, but he isn't the first actor in that role. Parks and Recreation fans might find that the voice of the 2025 Oscars announcer sounds familiar. And that's because it's the voice of Nick Offerman. Offerman, 54, was named the announcer for the Sunday, March 2nd, event taking place at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles. He took over the gig, which was originated by Ronald Reagan in 1953, from fellow actor David Alan Grier. This is the second consecutive year where an actor filled the role instead of a professional voiceover star. Before landing the entertaining opportunity on film's biggest night, Offerman won us over for his role as Ron Swanson in NBC's hit sitcom Parks and Recreation. He has also appeared on the small screen in Fargo, Pam and Tommy, and The Last of Us. Meanwhile, on the big screen, Offerman scored roles in Civil War, Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, and more. Over the years, I've been really lucky to get certain gigs simply because they like my mustache, Offerman exclusively told Us Weekly in February. I could be any jackass where they're like, "Can you come to this job and bring that mustache?" Because that's all we really care about. Offerman reflected on the role that he gets recognized for the most, which is none other than Ron Swanson. One of his lines that always springs to mind is food-related, he recalled. "We were at a bowling alley and there was a bulletin board with plastic letters next to a concession window, and it said something like, hot dog, 85 cents, hamburger, $1.15, and I say, this is my favorite restaurant in Pawnee." Offerman continued, "Rashida Jones, who played in Perkins, says, aren't you afraid to eat there? And I say, when I eat, it's the food that is scared. I remember the imitable smell of a bowling alley and the red and blue leather shoes." From 2009 to 2015, NBC viewers tuned in weekly to watch the mockumentary series about employees working for the Parks Department in the fictional town of Pawnee, Indiana. Parks and Recreation featured a stacked cast that included Offerman, Jones, Amy Poehler, Aziz Ansari, Aubrey Plaza, Chris Pratt, Adam Scott, Rob Lowe, Retta, and Billy Eichner. Those curious about Offerman's interests outside of acting have seen his woodworking skills, which he has documented on his social media accounts. As for Offerman's personal life, he has been happily married to wife Megan Mullally since 2003, and they have shared the screen a few times over the years.